Hey guys, this is What If Senpai here. I'm back. I know I have not been posting for a while, and that is one simple answer. I am in college, so I have to work. Yeah, that's a problem many times because it's just weird and I have to go college and do this and do that. But I didn't want myself doing this because I thought it was really fun and I intend to keep it up because I'm not a person that's gonna quit after a little bit. I know this is a crappy photo because you could obviously that I painted over something because I didn't really feel like looking for something, so I just painted over it and just please understand where I come from because I don't want to like spend my time doing that. So I guess as you guess the title would be Naruto the Silent Prodigy. I think that's what I'm gonna name it. Naruto the Silent Prodigy. Silent Prodigy. Sorry, I need to get my words correctly there. So we will always having we are today or tomorrow. I promise you today or tomorrow I will be doing what is Naruto's mother's grandson finale and proper finale this time, and because this is where Naruto's gonna have a little feel up because the Akatsuki they're gonna be a problem. So yeah, so Naruto. So, and we will also be having Naruto the Silent Genius, which there was a fanfic named that, but I can never find it or find the author of it. And I'm not reading the fanfic by the way because of the fanfic. It was a good fanfic, but it was completely ridiculous because Naruto got all these powers out of nowhere, and I never really understood it. So I'm sorry because I'm. If you want me to read the fanfic, I could, but it'll be really upsetting to me because I I wouldn't understand anything. I would be really pissed. But Naruto the silent prodigy. Yes, you can see where I got the name from, but I'm gonna like enhance it so much it's not even fair. So we start off this what if at well how do I explain it? Okay, we've started this what if at October the 25th, which I think is Naruto's birthday, but if it's not okay, because I have not watched part 1 Naruto in a while. So yeah, let's contemplate that. If it's not Naruto's birthday, please comment down below because I need to correct it for other videos. So please, Naruto the Silent Prodigy. Let's get back into it. Naruto is gonna be walking on the street one day, and it's his birthday. So all know if you have watched any fanfic, you know what is going to happen and why it's happening. Naruto is running. I said walking for shit. Naruto is running through the village trying to find some place to go because the mob is chasing him. You all know this mob as you know that Naruto is hated. If you never watch Naruto, please do not watch this because this is gonna be a lot of spoilers. Actually, no, because this is a what if. I can change anything, but I would really recommend you to like watch Naruto first because yeah. Hold up. Sorry. So Naruto is running. He made a sharp turn, which was sure to be one of his biggest mistakes to date. Naruto went into that sharp turn, and it was a bad idea. He went in, and to his horror, it was a dead end. The villagers beat on him, beat and beat and beat, until they caused a scar on Naruto stretch straight down his chest. So Naruto is kind of hurt at this point. So Naruto goes in there and he's kind of hurt. And how do I explain this shit? Damn it. So his body starts instantly healing, getting a red cloak around it. So Naruto doesn't die. We all know who this is and what is happening to him. If you never watched Naruto, please go watch Naruto, like I said, because you would not understand this. This is all. No, I'm just gonna tell you. This is the Nine Tails trying to make sure that Naruto doesn't die. Because he dies, and he ain't playing games with that shit. He's like, fuck that noise. No, I go heal you. But and let me get back to the story. So the Nine Tails keep healing him, but Naruto is not trying to rejuvenate himself. If you realize that Naruto has a unique healing factor from the Uzumaki clan, and I'm gonna be amping that up like for like 1,000 times. but he has control over it. He can decide when he wants to heal. But Naruto doesn't want to heal. He wants to die because if he dies, he can't feel any pain anymore. Pain from the villagers, pain from the Hokage. Well, not the Hokage. I'm not gonna do that because I need something from him. But pain from the villagers, pain from everyone. So Naruto is just trying to die, but Naruto's not allowing that. He drags Naruto into the seal and starts berating him, asking why he's not healing. And Naruto is not phased because he already knew that the Ninetales, because one of the villagers let it slip out of time. I'm not really gonna cover it. And the Ninetales just berating, asking why does he want to die. And Naruto says, what's the point of living if you're only gonna feel pain? And Naruto said, and then Kurama says the reason that you are feeling pain is because you're feeling pity for yourself and not training like you should, and you should be you. And your father was one of the most talented ninja. I can't believe that you are his son. You're weak, pathetic. And Naruto says, I'm pathetic, huh? Okay, okay, person that failed to destroy the leaf and got beat by my father. Well, so you say. And Kurama is getting pissed because he is naturally true because Minato did clap Kurama's cheeks, if you didn't know. But I did get back to the story. So Naruto. So they're going back and forth, and the 90th calmed down and said, Naruto, I know that you don't understand this world and understand why it treats you like this. Naruto says, I understand it perfectly. This world is full of hatred, full of despise. I once wanted to destroy that hatred, but now I don't know if I can. No, then the Naruto says, wait, listen, brat. You are the beacon of hope. I am gonna personally train you for this year, well, for the rest of your life, and at the end of it, you will hate me. I promise you that. Naruto says, you can't promise me that, you little furball, while blushing and looking away. The QB knows that Naruto is actually thankful to him, but he doesn't really want to express it. The QB has this idea right in the back of his mind, but he doesn't really want to do it right now because the QB is the QB. So the Naruto is gone back home. Naruto has been training in his mindscape for a long time. Here's his schedule. Naruto will do taijutsu and ninjutsu in the morning, and in the night, well, his body's sleeping. His mind, he's training. He's training in his mind, getting some jutsu down, and Kurama finds something weird. He finds Kekkei Genkai. Three to be, in fact, but Naruto's gonna use two mostly. Naruto, being the sly dog he is, will do something. I forgot. I need to get back into my mood. I need to look at the script. Where is it? Okay. Naruto has been training, and Kurama realizes that he can't access the Kekkei Genkai right now, but he will be able to at a certain point in time. So Kurama is about here. He about here waiting for it. And Kurama is doing something to Naruto's body secretly around his eyes. And the Ninetales is actually testing something, not necessarily knowing if it's gonna work. Because he might just make Naruto blind if he doesn't go upon this rightly. And he ain't about that. So now Naruto looks exactly like this because not the Ninetales did tell him about his parents and how they wear and the person they wear. Yes, he wears a black hoodie, not a jumpsuit, a black hoodie, black short pants. You see where the skin is. He actually has bandages where that skin is. Yeah. So yeah, Naruto is kind of cool. So Naruto is a really emo kid when it comes down to it. He doesn't really care too much about anybody, but he doesn't really hate anyone. He doesn't care about much and doesn't really feel much. We'll get back onto his personal problems later. We skip to the when Hinata was being saved, but this time she's not alone. She has her sister with her. Well, her younger sister, but they're the same age technically, but Hinata is a little bit older. She is 3 seconds older. Yes, Hinata and Hanabi are the same age. Yes, I know, I'm being sly. But hear me out. Those two do have a younger sister that's I think 3 to 4 years younger than them. Name Tanjiro, Tanjiro Hyuga. Yeah, Tanjiro Hyuga. Yes, if you watch Demon Slayer, you know who I'll be after. Tanjiro Hyuga. I can't remember if Tanjiro's a boy or a girl name. I'm gonna say it's a boy. Tanjiro Hyuga and Naruto's like that. So he's about here making those books and making that's cash. So Naruto is going around. He does not necessarily eat. He goes to hunt because the Nine Tails told him if he wants to build up strength and stuff, he can't be eating ramen like that. So Naruto is a decent. He's as tall as he should be. He should be because he's eating properly, not being a whole damn idiot and just eating ramen. So Naruto, and so he sees the bullies and he knocks them out swiftly in a blink of an eye. Well, to Hinata and Hanabi because those two are kind of children. So yeah, we all know why, and we all don't really care because they're children at the time. So Hinata and Hanabi see that Naruto saved them, and they both blush. Yes, this is Hinabi and Naruto x Hinata. So this is a triple pairing. I'll let you decide the next pairing. I'm gonna give you a choice. Actually, I'm gonna give you one choice for me to make up a character, or Tamari, because a lot of people like Tamari. I don't understand why, but go ahead. So, sorry for that. I'm so sorry. So Naruto saved them, and they both blush. Naruto realizes this, and he blushes too a little bit, but he then tells them that their guard is coming, and then Naruto body figures out of there. So I'm gonna leave that scene there because I'm not really about to get in all of the details. But what I'm gonna getting to is Naruto's training. So I'm gonna hold up for a second. Please wait for me because I'm doing something. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry, I can't remember where I left off, so I'm gonna start off from here. Suddenly, now Kurama remembered something. He remembered a certain place that he should have took Naruto in the beginning. So, Kurama contacted Naruto and told him that he has a special place for him to go. Naruto asked where, and Kurama pointed him to the place, and he entered up with a place that had a Uzumaki and a Namikaze clan sign. He noticed the Uzumaki clan sign and then the Namikaze clan sign. Then he realized, oh, my father's compound. So then Naruto said, then went place, cut his hand with a kunai and placed his hand on the door, and the door poofed, and the door was open. Naruto went through, and he saw pictures of like Kushina was pregnant, and stuff like that. Naruto says he's gonna be moving in here from now on, and he saw a library, a big one, because this is a big compound. Because not Kushina, they were gonna go on the look for other Uzumaki, which Naruto's gonna do, because he's gonna see something. I'm gonna tell you what. So Naruto walks into the library, and he sees 3 certain books that was laid on the table. Naruto goes up to the books and reads them. One tells him about Uzumaki clan techniques, and he sees something. It's like a curse mark, but it isn't. So it stores chakra from you, and it has a swirl, It looks like Naruto's seal that seals Kurama, but it absorbs chakra. Naruto puts chakra in it, and it spreads like the curse mark, and it looks exactly like the curse mark. but it it's on his neck. Yeah, it's on his neck, and he sees Kenjutsu training, and he sees a flying Raijin in that one book, and he sees how to use chakra chains. Naruto did unlock his chakra chains. That is the first thing he was really looking for because it was his mom's Kekkei Genkai. So he finds out a useful way to use the chakra chains, which I'm gonna explain later. So Naruto is then he sees another book that his dad and mom personally wrote. It reads, Naruto, if you're reading this book, either means that I'm probably dead or I've died and I didn't get this chance to show you this. So meeting your mother's aspiration and most dream was to kind of rebuild the Uzumaki clan. We have pinpointed a few Uzumakis, but we never got around to doing it. So we're hope that you can do it if we die or something like that. And P.S. I'ma send you. This shot completely shocked Naruto, but let me explain. Naruto is not full Senju at all, but he's not. I mean, Minato is not full Senju, he's half Senju, so Naruto is just gonna have the healing capability, but he will have Word Style near to the ending though. I'm not gonna have Word Style. He's gonna have Word Style in probably Shippuden, so don't worry about it. He's only gonna have Word Style in Shippuden. I'm sorry if I kinda shocked you there. I bet I didn't, but probably did anyways. So Naruto, so there's a big training ground and stuff like a waterfall. There's a water fountain that Naruto finds pretty. He finds it pretty. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this off soon, but I'm gonna tell you a certain. Kurama is all the time when Naruto's sleeping. Kurama is constantly pumping chakra into Naruto's eyes, constantly. Every day he's pumping it in there, and he's fusing his chakra with Naruto's bloodstream and cells. And Naruto notices his eyesight getting better each day, but his eyes aren't changing, and he was wondering if he had the Nine Tails eyes, but he hasn't. He's just been like that. So Kurama then contacted Naruto and said, Naruto, I've been doing something. I've been pumping my chakra into your eyes, basically creating a dojutsu. Sorry for that little thing. I hit something. So Kurama is saying that I've been using your Uzumaki DNA and some sage chakra that I grabbed from your father before he sealed from me, and I've been doing something. So I've made this dojutsu. You only have the first stage. There are two stages. One is the normal. It looks like my eyes, but every time you look at something, you can engulf it in chains. When you get your other two Kekkei Genkai, you will be able to put something in flames, but we'll get to that later. So Naruto says all of that, and Kurama tells him the abilities. Naruto can perceive stuff like the Sharingan, copy stuff like the Sharingan, and basically most of the stuff that Sharingan can do. And he can see chakra flow, but he can't see chakra points. He can see chakra flow. So remember how Neji can look at Naruto and see all the chakra flow? Naruto could do that, but he doesn't see the exact points where they're supposed to be. He just sees the chakra flow. So that he sees the lines that connect everything, but he doesn't see the chakra points. He doesn't see those. And he has a perfect 360 diameter. So you see that blind spot that most Hyugas have? Naruto doesn't have that. He can see all around him. He can also sense people's emotions without going in KCM. So yeah, that's cool. So we skip to Hinata and Hanabi. Hinata and Hanabi are slacking off on training because they're Naruto-kun, and Hanabi had beaten Hinata and Hanabi plenty times. So Kiyoshi got a little pissed and told them to never come back to the Yuka compound. They cried and they went to Naruto. Well, they didn't went to Naruto, but Naruto bumped into them and they explained what happened. And they weren't actually gawking over Naruto and they stacking off training. They did stack off on training, but they could easily beat their sister, but they were too shy to do so. Not shy, but feeling pity for her. So, because Hinata and Hanabi really didn't want to be the heirs to the clan. So, yeah, I'm changing Hinabi's personality at age, like, way much. So, Naruto tells them that he can live with him. And then Hinata says that you only have one bed, which she's blushing heavily. And Naruto says, no. And he carries them to the Namikaze compound, and he asks them for their blood, which was weird, but Naruto explained why he needed it, so he can put it into the seal, so they can open it by themselves, and Naruto not always having to be home for them to get into there. So they give him his blood, and he places it on the seal, and they go back and get their stuff, and they move in with Naruto. And Naruto did tell the Hiruzen that he knows about his parents and all of that shit. So Naruto is going on a mission. He placed a shadow clone in his place, and he activated his new granted dojutsu. Naruto is looking. He's out. He has been out of the Konoha barrier a few times. So he has learned flying Raijin, and he's learned Kenjutsu, his mom's Red Death style. Red Death is he uses the QB chakra around his body without going wild, and he can use up to a tail, but he doesn't actually look like a tail. No, he uses a tail of a chakra, and he placed all that thing in the chakra blade. Which, if you don't know what chakra blade is what Asuma uses, using chakra metal. So Naruto uses a chakra metal sword, and it absorbs all the chakra. So it has a 9 tails cloak sword. So it's basically like a lightsaber. But Naruto goes to the hidden grass. We all know where this is going, and I'm bringing Kami into this because Naruto's Uzumaki. I need this, but you still can decide that extra pairing that you want. Because I realize you've all been getting sick of Narihina ships because I don't know why, but I could care less. Because I'm sorry, I'm probably being a little rude, but the reason why I could care less is because the only reason I watch Naruto, and the only reason why I'm still watching Naruto, which is barely, so, is the Jogan, and Naruto needs that to be awesome for me to watch it. So I'm sorry, guys, I can't do anything about it. If they simplicity state that it does not need for the Uzumaki and Hyuga to be together to get that Jogan, I will stop doing Hinata ships time to time. So yeah, I know I'm a big Naruhina fan. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I'm not. So I'm sorry. I'm sincerely sorry, but that's how it's going down. So Naruto ends up in the grass village and slaughters everyone. Remember, the grass village is not that strong. No, he slaughters every ninja. He's not gonna be slaughtering babies and pregnant women. He doesn't slaughter any girls though. Well, he slaughtered a girl that actually could pose a threat to him. So yeah, and he grabs Karin and her mother and get out of there. Yes, her mother is alive in this, but she slowly died, and Naruto is kind of sad. But then Karin's mother told Naruto to drive all the blood out of her. Naruto doesn't know this because this is a secret Uzumaki sealing technique. So Naruto places her hand on her heart, and he waves some hand signs that put his hand on her heart, and Kami is begging her mother not to let Naruto do this, and Naruto asked her if she really wants to do this, and her mother said yes. Naruto knows what she wants him to do, and he's kind of being at odds with it because he kind of doesn't know what to do right now. So Naruto takes all her blood out of her body and places it in a seal in his hand, and in his curse mark, his Uzumaki curse mark, and all of it goes in there. So Naruto chakra chains got 3 times bigger and 3 times more durable, and he does have that healing thing that Karin and his mother have, but his body instantly heals, so there's no bite marks on him. So Karin doesn't have any bite marks yet because he killed everyone before that could even happen to Karin, but her mother, yeah, she got bit lots of times. So yeah. So now he brings Karin back to the village and told the Hokage what he did. And Kage was kind of angry at Naruto, but didn't understand why he did it in the first place. So Naruto brings her back to the Hyuga and Namikaze compound, and Hanabi and Hinata welcome her with open arms. Oh my guy. And I think I'm just going to leave off this what if. Well, not what if. This is where I'm going to leave off chapter 1 of Naruto the Silent Prodigy. I will be getting into the leaving off to. I'll be doing the gaining exams, the tuning exams, and no, the gaining exams, the land of waves, and the tuning exams. Up to them. I hope you have a good day. Yes, sir. What is senpai? Out.